Hello friends, today we are going to talk with very interesting person. Her name is Aditi and she is from Canada. She is to make very interesting cooking videos. She is YouTube creator and her channel name is Eat East Indian. So over here you can see lots of vegetarian, non-vegetarian recipes, and out of that you can see lots of videos got millions of views over here, and there are endless videos because she had uploaded 1000 videos, which is not a small thing. And she also get 81,000 subscribers, and I hope she will get 100k subscribers soon so she can get that silver play button award, which is also very amazing. And over here you can see she had started this channel very early age, about 2011. So let's start this interview. This interview is in two parts, so you don't get bored. So let's divide it, and you can get this link, interview link, in the description of this video. So thank you. Let's get started. So how are you? How is your day?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I am good too. So
Good.
how much time do you have?
How have you been? We have an hour.
Okay. So actually, can you tell me a little bit about you? Uh, means your name, full name, and what did you study in your college, and how did you? Actually, I recently I didn't know your full name, but right now I know your name from your email ID. I just searched
Yeah.
I see your LinkedIn profile, so you have very different kind of experience in your life, like as a yoga instructor, as a marketing person. So means, can you tell me a little bit about your experience and how did you start this YouTube channel? Who inspired you? Did you start it as a hobby or something like that?
Yeah, no, this channel is old. I started it way back in 2011 when, YouTube was still a little bit new. It was like it started in mid 2000s, and then I was watching some videos and stuff, and then um, I decided to just, start creating some recipes. So my first video was like back in 2011. That's when I started creating these videos. Like education wise, I did MBA. I did it in 2005, GNDU, Guru Nanak Dev University, and we studied. I did study like bachelor. I did my bachelor's in information technology, and that was way back. Technology has evolved a lot since then, and I moved to Canada in 2005, and I kind of missed Indian food and everything.
Okay.
And a lot of my friends out here, they were not all from Indian background, so they wanted to know a little bit more about Indian cooking. So I started making these videos to share with them, to tell them a little bit more about, our culture, our cuisine. And then one of my videos went viral. That was how to make soya bean curry, and that was again like a very old video.
Okay.
And once it took off, YouTube sent me an email saying if I wanted to be a YouTube partner. I think back in those days, the criteria to be YouTube partner was very different than what it is now. Anyone could become a YouTube partner, and I think it was by invitation perhaps. So they invited me to be YouTube partner. That was about 7 months down the road. So I started my channel in 2011 in January, and then they invited me in September. And that was not even my intention. I didn't even know at that time that you can become a YouTube partner, that there is potential to make money from it. I was on mat leave. I was working in one of the offices here in Canada, doing something very different from this. It was more customer service. And then, yeah, I thought there is scope to do some work here, and then I started consistently doing videos. Like if you look at my channel, like
Yeah,
aloo
I
gobi was
guess
like something we make.
more than 1000. You have more than 1000 videos. Actually,
That's
yeah.
right. Yeah.
Actually, maybe you know about Sanjeev Kapoor from Khana Khazana. There is one TV show in India.
Yes. Yeah.
So he is also having YouTube channel now. So he is having about 5000 videos. But his show was very popular, but his YouTube channel is not that much popular. because a lot of other competitors also came. Right now, Nisha Madhulika is one of the top cooking channel in India. She started in 2009, and right now she is also having about 2000 videos. But before Nisha Madhulika, I used to watch Bhavna's Kitchen. She's maybe from USA or maybe from Canada, and she is also making. She is Gujarati, so I'm also Gujarati. I used to search Gujarati recipes, and back in time, you just have an option to learn recipes with English videos. At that time, very few channels are making Hindi videos. So
Right. And I didn't even think of making like Hindi videos. I tried like after 4 or 5 years when I thought that, I can maybe make videos in Hindi too. I totally missed out on that boat. Like, you have to be right away, like either professional or I'm like a home cook, like whatever I cook every day, I just, create a video and put it up kind of a thing. I tried, but my base, like a lot of my viewers were from, some of them were from India for sure, but like a lot of them were like either from Canada or from even US. So they were mostly people like me who wanted to just look up a recipe and make it. So I think Hindi is great too, like Hindi as a language. I tried playing with it. It didn't work for me. So I decided, okay, let's just stick to whatever, works. And butter chicken was one of my really popular recipes. And then that took off and that gave me lots of prominence. And then people, like local people started asking me if I do cooking classes. So for 4 or 5 years, I taught like cooking classes as well locally. I used to live in Alberta, so I did some cooking classes there. And then recently I moved to Vancouver. So in future, I might do some classes here. But teaching has always been my passion. So that's why I like teach yoga. I'm trained professional. I did teacher trainings in different modalities. So I teach yoga during the day when I go out. And then, as a hobby, as a passion, I make these videos and it has been good. Like YouTube is very, it's a fun company to work with. I've worked with like a lot of multi channel networks as well. Like they kind of help you navigate YouTube and everything, but like everything you need to know, YouTube gives you a lot of support. Like at one point, I know that one of YouTube executives used to call me and would be like, okay, tell us your plan. How do you plan to grow your channel? So with YouTube, it's all about community,
yeah,
right? Interacting with your viewers and then asking them what they want to see. I think that's where I lack a little bit. I find that sometimes it's very one-sided. So I try to have conversation with people who are watching my videos. I try to put up content on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. But I think every channel is very, very different. But YouTube has been great. Like I love YouTube. Like if you do something that's not right, they'll let you know. They'll be like, okay, you're using a music that's copyright. You'll have to take that off. And my content is very focused. Like I see a lot of YouTubers will put this and that. It's cooking. It's not lifestyle. It's in here and there. I'll put some stuff up. I'll put some Indian foods, but it's still very Indian-based dishes.
and means how did you learn cooking? Means your mom you teach you or you learn by yourself? Because
A lot of it was learning from my mom, and I didn't even like. You grow up in India. Like I grew up in India. I moved to Canada in 2005. So when you grow up in India, like cooking is happening at home. You kind of watch. Sometimes you make. I didn't even like get any formal training, but I have always enjoyed cooking. Sometimes I think it's a great way to you kind of get rid of stress. And we eat so much fast food, junk food, easy recipes, right? Like whatever, everything is available in the market. So like sometimes it's nice to just cook something traditional, like basic Desi style food. So so my mom, my uncles and aunts, like my Masaji was great cook. He would cook out of passion. Like he would make pakoras for us. So with him, I learned some of the dishes like curry, chicken curry and stuff from my dad. So so from everyone. I used to eat meat. I quit eating meat, so I don't put up a lot of meat recipes anymore.
okay,
But like my chicken recipes, the first ones that got prominence, like butter chicken is really popular in Punjab, and that was one of my favorite dishes growing up. So that did really well. So now I have like 10 butter chicken videos, like butter chicken in the oven. But back in the day, we didn't have oven, so it was like a learning.
yeah.
I try recipes at home. If something not really good, then I'm like, okay, I need to make this and share it with my viewers.
And means how do you manage everything? Means how do you manage to teach private cooking class or yoga class? And means do you have a job like a 9 to 5 job for 4 or 5 days, or you are consultant
I
right
used to,
now
yeah,
or
I used
something like
to.
that?
Mhm. No, I used to have a full-time job, but when I went on my first mat leave, like here you get year mat leave, so I went on mat leave. Um, I had a lot of time at home. I had a baby to take care of, and I'm like, I was just going crazy sitting home. It's a very different lifestyle compared to India. So I'm like, okay, what if my child grows up and doesn't know how to cook? So part of me was like, I wanted my daughter to know how to cook. So um, I would, when she would be sleeping, sometimes I would cook, or sometimes on the weekends or evenings, right? Whenever I had time. And it was all learning by myself. Like I have my own video camera, nothing fancy, something very basic. Some of my first few videos were like with like
Very
small
simple,
digital
yeah.
kind of a camera.
I guess
So then eventually I upgraded.
you are I guess you are just taking, I guess from your video that you are not putting means you are doing everything in a little bit of time, so you just shoot in one take or maybe few takes and just edit and put it on YouTube. Otherwise, other
Yeah,
YouTubers, they take a few retakes, or they cut take small part of video and combine and voice over that and something like
yeah.
that. But
Hmm.
you are doing
Yeah,
everything in
I've
one
done some
take.
voiceovers. Yeah, sometimes there are voiceovers, sometimes it's one take. Like there are so many different methods to create a video. So I've played with few different things for sure. But it's definitely just one man kind of show. Like I sometimes get help from my husband or my brother and stuff. But mostly it's one man show. But I know like a lot of big production companies, like here Tasty is very popular. They have a whole crew of people. And then even in India, I know like some of the YouTubers, they have like a whole production house. They have a cameraman and a videographer and someone who's doing the editing. For like I think home-based YouTubers, it's very simple process. It's just they themselves.
Yeah, that's true. So means do you uh, means want to become a full-time YouTuber, or it's not a good job or good work over there? Uh, because I guess Canada is
I
expensive, and it maybe
Yeah,
you need a lot
and
of
I think it's,
time,
it's fun. Like
because
a lot of people,
right now you are about
yeah, a
to,
lot of people do.
in your YouTube channel, you are about to reach 100k subscribers. You are 80,000k subscribers. So maybe near future, once you get that milestone, you will get silver play button and things like that. So maybe you can
Mhm.
think of growing your channel later on. I don't know what's your plan, future plan.
Oh, yeah, it would be nice to grow, but a lot of people will put marketing money behind it. For me, it's fun, it's passion, and I don't want to make it a job, because when it becomes a job, then it becomes boring. I would love to grow it. Like I've done some partnerships with other YouTubers in the past. Like I have a partnership with one of the other YouTubers who's from Colombia. So she was showing how they make lentils. I did a video of where I showed how I make lentils.
Mm-hmm.
So I've reached out to some YouTubers. I've done some work with them. I was part of different networks. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but in the end, I think everyone has to put in their own energy and effort. So definitely, like it gets busy now that my kids are older, like with their school and
Okay,
with my
that's
work. It's hard to give it 100% full time.
yeah,
So definitely, as much time as I get, if I get a great recipe, I'm like, this is amazing. It tastes good. It's easy. It works. So I should share it with my viewers. But there's so much content out there, and I think it's very competitive. So
yeah,
that makes it really hard. Like you look up a recipe, there are so many variations. So keeping yourself different is very hard. I think something that's in my favor is that I started my channel in 2011, so that age definitely helps. A lot of my viewers have seen my previous recipes, then there's sometimes they don't like it, they don't come back, and then they'll again like it, they'll come back. So we have that. And I'm not super technically oriented. I know like a lot of YouTubers will go on Instagram and they'll go on Twitter. I
yeah.
find it very
Actually,
hard to be on social.
yeah, it requires a lot of time to engage your audience on different social networking platform, because I have observed that YouTubers, they also actually who are doing full time or even want to make more money from different platform. So basically they used to go on YouTube one, and later on they also upload their videos on Facebook, because Facebook also monetize your content. And to get a viewer, they also go into the, because TikTok and Instagram don't give you any money, but from there you can get your viewers. So people also put their recipes on TikTok to make it viral and put their link of YouTube over there, and also same thing they do in Instagram to try to grow from there. So something like that I observe. And some people also try to make their website and put Google AdSense over there and some affiliate links of cooking products and things like that. So they also make money from Amazon affiliate links, you know. So there are a few things without partnership with any company, they can do direct things like that. And one thing I also observe that people having different ideas in cooking. So one, as you say, that production house kind of cooking shows. So Nisha Madhu, as an example, we consider Bhavna Kitchen or Nisha Madhulika Kitchen, both have that kind of setup. It's old school kind of, you know, setup. But these days people don't show their face, they just make short video and detailed recipe in that video. So about 5-10 minutes video, but in that video you will get exact information, what you need, you get it, how much time you need to cook, and just you follow that. And the chances, even if you don't know how to cook, your chances to make the recipe complete is almost 90% sure. You don't burn your recipe. So I have observed this thing. Another thing,
Right.
that people try to you know, cook with limited resources, like they use kadai, or they use kadai to cook cakes, idli, or you know, use available resources to cook things. So there are some channels are dedicated to that. They use kadai to cook everything like that. And there are some channels who use mini small things to cook small dosa, small idli, like very little. The whole channel is dedicated to that. And some people are remaking the recipes of the big giants like McDonald's, KFC. They try to remake, you know, re-engineer, we can say re-engineer, try to, and they are also successful. And they, if you follow that, you will also get the same, almost same kind of taste as McDonald's or whatever the company. Right now there is one coffee is getting viral, Colonna coffee or something like that.
Yes.
I forget the
Yeah,
pronunciation.
yeah, yeah, yeah. There is like an Italian coffee, that's Bologna coffee or something. That's really popular. I see it popping up in my feed all the time.
All the time. So
Yeah, I think that's the thing. Like everyone's trying to be innovative. They're trying to see what do people want to watch, what have they not seen before. That's the thing. Like something unique, something different. Innovation for sure. People get bored. You cannot make like 30-minute long videos.
yeah, exactly.
They want a recipe. They want it now. So you make like a quick short video, show them how it's done.
Because your videos are also very short, so that is also plus point. Maybe that's why you are getting too much traffic. So that is the plus point in your videos. But one thing I have observed that maybe you don't have too much time to make a thumbnail of that stuff, and you also don't add some keywords or exact titles in the YouTube video title. Maybe you don't have that much time.
Yeah, sometimes on the videos we have written some special stuff. Yeah. No, I try to put like a quality thumbnail, but I don't put a lot of stuff on the video itself. Right? Maybe that's something I should look.
Yeah, because I guess 1000 recipes too much thing. Maybe now you also need to think that did I already make this recipe or not? So you need to check your YouTube channel to either maybe you are making same recipe again and again. So something like that.
Yeah.
So Miss, do you have any book or Excel sheet where you manage
I do,
list of recipes?
I have like an ebook. I have like an ebook that we launched one time, and it had which was like very simple. People, something if like no one wants like a heavy book these days. Like some of them still, but like new age people, they just want to look up online. So I think ebook is great. Like ebook works really well. We've had like some success with it. A lot of people like that.
It's really good. So means are you making money out of YouTube every month, or it's not fixed right now?
Yeah.
Okay. That's good.
In 2007, 2008, it was really doing well. Even when I first started, like after about a year or two, it was doing so well that I quit my full-time job to do this. But then after 3, 4 years doing it constantly, I'm like, okay, I need something different. So I went a different direction. But yeah, no, there is scope to make money. We are under contract with YouTube, so we are not allowed to tell how much money we make. But because I've got so many videos, about 1,000 videos, so I do get some revenue.
It's good.
You
And
know, um, sometimes it's sponsor videos. Sometimes we get like sponsors. Like I had a sponsorship from um, some company in the past. They were sharing their um, dishes with me. They sent me some dishes to try. And then just we have to put it, we have to be very transparent with the audience. So we would say that this is a sponsored video. Then YouTube knows that they will not give you money for that video.
oh,
So
really?
yeah, there is scope to
Okay.
make money out of it. Like people are selling t-shirts and stuff.
Okay.
At one point, I started selling masala, so I had some.
That's why they wanted you to tick that this is sponsored video, so they will not monetize that video. Okay, now I understand. That thing I don't
That's
know.
right. Yeah, they do. So there are sponsors. You can get sponsors. Rotimatic was big. They sent me a Rotimatic so I can share Rotimatic with my viewers.
Mhm.
Um, I had put in an application. Rotimatic is huge here in North America. People, I think, are kind of more busy than in India, so um, they cannot cook roti every day. So because we don't have any help, right? Like we get maid and stuff. Here, it's very hard to find that kind of
Yeah,
everyday help.
even
So
the kitchen is also different. The kitchen
that's right.
utensils
Yeah.
are also different. So maybe sometime we need to bring some things from when we go to our house in India.
Yes. Yeah.
Some maybe
Yeah. So that's
pressure. They
there.
also not use
I've
pressure
had like a
cooker,
tea
right?
company.
Do they use people use?
What's that?
Do people use the pressure cooker over there?
They do. Yeah. Insta pressure cooker is very popular. I'm traditional. I have my little pot pressure cooker that I absolutely love. I use that for cooking all the time. But like I know a lot of my friends will use Instapot.
Okay.
Instapot is really popular here.
So is this a kind of a rice maker or a kind of pressure cooker, electric pressure
Yeah,
cooker?
I think yeah, something like that. It's like a combination of slow cooker and pressure cooker. You put things in and it gets cooked. I've got one, but it's so big and bulky. I don't really take it out much. I've always used pressure cooker and I find it easy, so I stick with pressure cooker. But I know a lot of people are not comfortable with pressure cooker, so it's not as popular in like North American people. Like they use slow cooker or Instapot more than traditional Indian pressure cooker.
So means do you cook? Means how much time do you get every day to cook? Like do you cook for lunch and dinner together, or uh, how do you
It
manage
varies.
everything?
It varies from it varies from week to week. It varies from season to season. Like summer holidays, of course, things are a little different. And then come September, kids' school starts, so things are a little different. Um, Again, like schedule changes, our life changes. So sometimes I have more time, so I'm able to put in more energy and effort. And sometimes life takes over, and then I don't get time to put in a lot of, uh, a lot of content online. I've been like we moved places, we moved provinces, so I was busy in packing and moving, so that made a big difference. I didn't have time to cook for some time there.
So when you
Yeah, so it,
so
it
you
varies. Sometimes every day, sometimes.